Welcome everybody to our market report. Today we're Wednesday, October 5th. So today on the market, it's a day of rebound and we have good stocks, of course, to play in day trading. And that's going to be the chronicle of the day, how to day trade a lot of stocks. Especially we have a lot of stocks to be able to day trade depending on the size of your portfolio. Look here, we have on the TSX, we have Silvercorp Metals for less than $10. For less than $10, we have Yamana Resources between 15 and 45. Research in Motion, a pretty active stock, of course, always worth to day trade. Tech Resources, we also have Yahoo, Freeport McMoran, and Apple, which is a no-brainer. Even if it's expensive, the stock is still pretty volatile. And Ford Motor and Alexion Pharmaceuticals. So let's talk about some tips that we could use to day trade. Let's talk about Tech Resources. So Tech Resources, let me bring a graph here with some clearer more data, so you'll be able, of course, to see. Yes. So no. Let me bring a clearer data. This will be better. Good. So Tech Resources. So let's say that Tech Resources, first of all, this is an upward trend. So usually the strategy is whenever a stock reverses its upward trend, well, then you should get rid of it. So if ever, let's say you didn't enter, you didn't put a buy order when it was here at the bottom, well then, whenever the stock tests that support, what you could do, you have two strategies. Either you could say, look, whenever the stock touches that support here, well then I will buy it back because this is the bottom. Because the support, it's usually where stock tends to bounce back after. So your entry point to buy it will be at around 32.88. Of course, when you're day trading, of course, you always have to limit your gains and say like, okay, you know what, in that stock, if I buy at the bottom, I expect at least to make, let's say, 5% or 10%. At least what you try to do is try to put, of course, an entry point and also an exit point, let's say, that covers your your brokerage fees. Let's say that you pay $5 for to buy, $5 to sell. Well then, let's say that, give you an hypothetical scenario, let's say that you buy it here at around 31.73 Tech Resources and you buy 100 stocks. Well then you will need the stock to be able to be at 31.83 at least to protect yourself and to cover your brokerage fee. So 110 to 30 from 31.73 to 31.83, it's 10 cents. Buy 100 shares, which gives you a $10, which is your brokerage fee that you'll be able to pay if ever the stocks goes further down. Right now, at the moment, of course, you will be able, of course, to buy it back here. But if ever, let's say that the stock goes further down and reverse its upward trend and breaks that support here, well then you could be able, of course, to enter into a short selling positions here. So you put two orders, one to buy and one to short sell if ever the stock goes further down. And if ever it goes back here on that support here, you'll be able, of course, to take it back at the bottom and wait till the stock bounce back again. So a strategy to use here for Tech Resources. Another one, let's talk about Ford Motor, because Ford Motor is a pretty interesting one. We have Ford Motor, which is actually going up. So you could be able, of course, to buy it at the bottom. So whenever the stock touch its bottom here, because this is an upward trend, whenever it tested it, it bounced back. So this is an entry point, this is an entry point, and this one also is an entry point. Also, if ever you buy it here, you want to know, okay, where do I sell it? Well, then you have a nice upward corridor here that you will be able to trace. And if ever the stock reverse its upward corridor, take some profits when it reverts here. So it will be around, let's say that you buy it here around 10.31. So your exit point will be around 10.43. And the cash you have it here, you'll be able to use it to buy it back here at the bottom when the stock tests again its upward trend. So those are the strategies you should use. Of course, Apple also is doing the same trend as Ford. So buy at the bottom here. The stock you'll be able, of course, to make some money on day trading. So folks, that's all we got for you for today for this segment on decisionplus.com. So see you next week for another report on the markets.